Hello, ISPA family, and welcome to another installment of our Pulse Partners interview series, where we catch up with companies ISPA has partnered with in 2021 as we bring Pulse back to print and continue to provide that industry-leading publication to our members. I'm ISPA Board Chairman Patrick Huey, and today I am thrilled to be joined by Delia McLinden, Vice President of Sales and Business Development at FarmHouse Fresh. And Delia is going to offer us some insights into how her company has been working alongside their SWAT partners during the pandemic and what products and initiatives they're most excited about in the coming year. Hello, Delia. Welcome, welcome.
Hello. So good to see you. I wish we were doing this, at a spa event or on a beach or in a rocking chair at Montage, but we'll take it. I'll take it.
Delia, the last time we saw each other, we were in Dallas at the FarmHouse Fresh farm. We were under a tornado.
That's right. Yeah.
And you guys served us collard greens and barbecue. Do you remember that?
I do. You got the royal treatment. It's like that every day here on the farm. Yes. I remember that. You got a true Texas welcome.
Well, I'm from Texas, as you know, so it was so great. I was like, oh, it felt like home.
Good. Well, come on back. We're ready. We're ready to host the board again.
I'm ready. Okay, so I have to tell you, so I knew I was talking to you today, obviously. And so part of my morning ritual today involved the kale water. Yes, the moisturizer. Okay, I got to tell you why I love this. I love this product and I use it a lot. So I may need you to send me some more of it. But, yes. But I love it because it gets really warm here in Southern California. Like today, it's going to be in the 80s. Can you believe it? And it's so great because it's a matte finish, right? It feels like I'm wearing nothing.
Yes.
It feels so amazing. And what I love is that I think people know FarmHouse Fresh. You're going to tell us about FarmHouse Fresh in a minute, but people know FarmHouse Fresh because you built a great reputation around body care products. But like, this is legit. I'm going to put it up again. I don't know if you can see it, but this is legit. The skincare is legit. And I love that you guys have moved and are moving in that direction. I love it.
Absolutely. And that one has FarmHouse Fresh grown micro kale in it. So you're getting these amazing, just power packed nutrients. That's a great one too for all seasons.
Right. And then I used the hemp gel cleanser.
Yes.
As well. I'll wash my face with that this morning. So what was the minty feeling? What was making that feeling?
Ooh, that's a little bit of spearmint extract. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. So that one has FarmHouse Fresh grown kale in it as well. And then the high bio hemp, CBD, and then a little bit of the spearmint extract. And I love that one. It's so refreshing, isn't it?
It's so good. I was like, I'm having a FarmHouse Fresh moment this morning.
Yes. Well, I can only imagine your product closet. So I'm just amazed that you can wade through it and find some of our products. You probably have 8 zillion products in there.
One day we should do, I'll open up my cabinets and show you, but always in the front. I love, we found each other in 2008, many moons ago. It was great for me to learn about the product line. So, okay, for the people who don't know about FarmHouse Fresh, can you please share with our viewers an overview of FarmHouse Fresh as a company?
Absolutely. Well, you did a great job kicking us off talking about the kale water, but we are a leader in clean beauty and we grow our own botanicals, which are turned into extracts, which are used in our products. So things like I talked about, the kale and chard and watercress, all of these just really power-packed ingredients. FarmHouse Fresh grown cucumbers. And these, we use a special process to extract them, almost like a cold pressed juice. So the results that you get are these fast, glowy results. in which, they're great for treatment and for home use. So we have really been, the host of things that we grow, we continue to add to that and are just working with some really exciting ingredients and extracts. And above and beyond that, in addition to rescuing your skin, rescuing your complexion, at our heart is our animal rescue mission. And because you've been here, we have an actual farm animal sanctuary. It's a 501c3 nonprofit here at the ranch. And profits from our products go to rescuing abused and neglected animals, and they live out their lives here. So our spa partners love that they are part of that simply by partnering with us as a brand to bring them these products, which, spa guests love, but they're also saving lives. So it's really, an amazing thing. And we get some great feedback on that.
I bet you do, because I think, and it's amazing to see the growth of that part of your business over the past decade or so. And I feel like it's really, we talk about philanthropy, and it's a piece that's important to many brands, but I feel like with FarmHouse Fresh, you guys really walk.
We do. That's such a good point. And, it is just really in our heart and soul. And many, many years ago, we said, okay, we want this to be part of our mission. And that was before we even were here at our headquarters in McKinney, Texas, with the land for the animals. And, at that time, we knew that we felt strongly about it. But we didn't know, are people in the spa world going to resonate to saving donkeys and like injured goats and horses? We didn't know. So we sort of went out on a limb and said, no, we feel like this is important and it's in our heart and soul. And we think that our customers and our accounts, they'll get it. And they really, really have. And it's just been so endearing how they have just really embraced that.
Can you, so can you talk about, there may be people watching who are at the beginning of their career in product development and manufacturing. Can you talk about how FarmHouse Fresh got started and how the concept, some of the names, like the moon dip and
yes.
all the bunny names that are with.
Yes. All these fun things. Yes. More than just a fun name and a pretty face.
How did that grow? Like, how did you guys start? And then how did you grow that concept?
Yes. Great question. So we are in our 16th year of business, and some people don't realize that we've been around for that long. But in way back when, almost 20 years ago, we're a family-owned business. So my sister-in-law, Shannon McLinden, she started a company called Summer Soles. And Summer Soles are insoles for the shoes for people who have chronic sweaty feet, hyperhidrosis, who really can't wear normal shoes. So she started this company, Summer Soles, and it was, going well and people were responding to it. And she got a lot of questions from customers like, do you have anything else? Do you have, like, we love this product, but anything else for the feet or the body? So she was a runner and she developed honey heel glaze, which it's still one of our top sellers today. She developed honey heel glaze. She developed some sea salt and rice bran oil scrubs, which are still in our product lineup today. And that's how FarmHouse Fresh was born. Just a few products, really focusing on really high quality ingredients. Just lovingly crafted, just beautiful packaging that makes you just happy to pick it up. Things that, high quality ingredients, but things that also smell yummy and are kind of nostalgic. So we started with just a few products. We got a call one day and it was from the Hyatt Hill Country here in Texas. And the spa director said, I love your sweet cream body milk. Can I get a gallon of that? And at this time, we were not in the spa world. And we put the phone on hold, like, why would anyone need a gallon? That's too much to use in a lifetime. What are you even talking about? And she went on to explain, like, well, we want to use this in our, pedicures and our body treatments. And, I think at that time we were so young, we put the phone on hold like, oh, well, our gallon sizes are back ordered right now, something just funny like that. But that set a fire like, wait, there's something to this. We can create these really unique, farm to treatment type treatments and menus, things that, it's almost like a farm to table meal, just, great ingredients and one thing building on another. So that's really where it all started, and the rest is history.
How did you know when to create more? Sometimes people are trying to figure out within their businesses, okay, we have 9 really beautiful products. So when to make that decision to go from 9 to 12 and then 12 to 20 and then 20? Maybe you don't have the answer. This is not one of our prepared questions, but you got about how do you make that decision for growth like that?
That's a great question. So for us, we love listening to our customers and the industry and how our line has grown. We started out really as a body care line, and we kept getting requests like, I love this. Do you have anything for the face? Do you have anything for the face? Okay, well, let's make some facial masks. Okay, do you have a cleanser? So it's really just responding to those requests. And, especially in our very young days, when we had an idea that we felt passionate about, that we were like, oh, I would use this at home every day. I love this. Surely, everybody else will love it too. So instead of, waiting for something to be absolutely perfect, in our young days, we'd say launch at 75%, like get it pretty much there. And then the rest figure out along the way. Because if you wait until every single element is perfect and buttoned up, you'll never do it. Yeah. So that's really how we've done it. And we're different than a lot of companies in that, we don't necessarily launch these entire huge lines all at once or collections all at once. We will launch something and tell you what it pairs well with. And then we see like, okay, is this a hit? Are people saying, oh, I want this in everything. I want this in a bath soak. I want this in a facial mask, and then build from there. So it's really been, no pun intended, but an organic growth for us, to hear what customers and spas want. And I think, we love to listen to spas, when they say things like, oh, if only we had this. And that to us sets off a light bulb, like, okay, we can do that. We'll figure out how to do it. We'll do it in a really creative way and interesting. So really kind of solution oriented as well.
I'll tell you, Delia, one thing that's great about you and the company and the line was back in my days at Sandals, and we launched that entire program, teen care, and focusing and targeting kids, and FarmHouse Fresh was the line we chose to do that. You guys were incredibly flexible in terms of content, in terms of development. You were a part of the process of the creation of the collateral. And I think that's part of the success of your brand, is that you're incredibly collaborative.
Thank you. That is that's a huge compliment. And what's funny is that we love creative ideas that haven't been done before. And when you came to us, I remember you were like, I have this vision. Like, oh boy, here we go. And it was kind of far out there. And, behind the scenes, we were kind of thinking, okay, we don't really know how to do this, but let's just dive in and figure it out. And like you said, working together and seeing what works and what doesn't work. And that's part of the fun. And that has been a great, I would say, just source of learning for us, and really kind of taking us out of our comfort zone too, to try things maybe that other brands haven't, other vendors haven't, may not always work, or it may be a home run. You never know, but at least you can try.
And how do you, is it intentional with your brand? The brand it's a very sophisticated brand when you really start breaking down the elements of the products, right? But I still find that with the brand, there's a great esprit de corps. There is a lightness about it, very engaging. and easy for people to enter into. Is that something that you guys intentionally strive for?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And you hit the nail on the head how you describe it. I think for us, a lot of our ideas stem from nostalgic things or things that just everyday pleasures, things that make you happy, textures that just make you giddy, or smells that, oh, that reminds me of something that's so, fresh or comforting. And you alluded to the names of our products too. We have so much fun. For example, when we came up with, Fluffy Bunny, who's ever heard of a shea butter called Fluffy Bunny?
Great.
But literally we were like, okay, the scent is lavender and mint julep, and it just kind of envelops you. That sounds like a bunny, like that you just like to pet. Fluffy Bunny, there you go. Or Moon Dip, which is whipped and billowy and like it's out of this world. So while there is a playfulness to it, as you said too, the ingredients really, I think people are surprised sometimes. Wow, that's really pretty packaging and that's beautiful. I'd give it as a gift. It really works. I'm seeing results after using it one time, and I use something for a month and I see those continued results. So there's a lot to it.
Well, I think you guys have struck gold. It's such a beautiful line. Can you talk about what's coming out new this year? I know if you can talk about it, I know sometimes we may be, but tell me what's new with FarmHouse Fresh on the skincare and the body care side.
Yes. So we love launching new products. We launch them at an astounding rate, because we know, there's so much competition out there, and it's a combination of so much competition, and it's what consumers want, and consumers want to see new things when they go, to the spa. They want to see something fresh and fun. We have a lot of ideas, and we know that we've got to kind of keep that pace going to carry out those ideas. We were recently voted favorite CBD line by American Spa Magazine, which was such an exciting accomplishment, and just so amazing. But we will have more in our, we call it our high bio hemp total wellness collection. We'll be launching some more products in that realm. I can't tell you exactly what they are. We just launched last month a Moon Dip ageless mousse for the face. We've had it for body, and we've had so many comments, places saying, please make it for the face. So we added a few more things, few more peptides, a little bit more retinol, and launched it for the face. So that just launched. We're going to be launching something next month, which is probably one of my all-time favorites that we have ever launched. It's something, I'll give you a little hint. It's called Timescape. And men and women can use it. And it is one of those things that when we were testing it out with our team, and I'll fess up on this, when I ran out of my test jar, I was like, I got to get some more. When can we launch this? I've got to get more. I can't stop using this. I need it in my life. So those are the kind of things. The ingredients are so just, you see the results and you get this glowy feel. So Timescape is for the face, and that will be launching very, very soon. We have a couple other things for the body, which I can't talk about yet, but it's a pretty good, 2021 will be a pretty good balance of both products in our facial collection, high bio hemp line, body care. We are really working on and experimenting with some really exciting extracts that we're growing. So things that you haven't heard of in spa products before. So really power-packed things that, would be things that you would put in a smoothie. But we said, let's grow them and extract them and use them in our products. So you'll see some really unique ingredients later this year too.
Is that how you've used the sort of interregnum that we're in right now in terms of this pause that we're in, it seems like you guys have really been focused on development and examining how to, smartly expand the footprint of your brand. Is that how you've used the time that we're in?
We have. We've definitely used the time. We have not slowed down in terms of product development. I think in terms of response to the pandemic time, we were like a lot of other vendors in that there was a moment of panic. Like, okay, do we try to continue business as usual? What do we do here? And I think, in addition to, keeping up that, with new ingredients and working on different kinds of extraction and growing hydroponically, aquaponically, we've also used this as a time to really dialogue closely with our spa partners and say, what do you need from us in this time? We're all trying to survive, but what do you need right now? What can we do next week to help you? And we've had some really great aha moments in terms of that and things that we've developed. So for example, we did a really innovative drop ship program when the pandemic first started, in which, not only did spas, receive a large portion of, what they sold with their specific code, but we also provided all of the marketing materials, all of the social media assets that they would need. Other things that that we've done during the pandemic and using our time is we have reorganized our team into smaller pods to actually provide more support to our accounts. And it's working, and we're going to keep doing that. And it's been working great. And that's something that we wouldn't have really done had we not had this time.
What else are you seeing out there? You talked about the pods just now, but what else are you seeing from a FarmHouse Fresh perspective that you think will remain once we are past this moment that we're in?
Great question. So for us, we really said, okay, we have got to step up our game in terms of our virtual content and serving our accounts and, better than we ever have before. So, developing content, trainings and modules and things that can be done remotely that was really tailored specifically to the pandemic times. Things like how to do effective, curbside pickup for your retail items and your gift. Host an at-home spa party. We'll help you and show you how. So just quickly, kind of shifting and saying, okay, these are things that our, accounts can use right now. We may not be doing traditional on-site trainings like we've done before, or even product knowledge, but let's create some content. And we're finding that content is so useful. And we will continue to use that content as well. So it's been a really, we were forced to do things that we probably wouldn't have done otherwise, but it's been very advantageous for both our accounts and us as a company too. Scary at times, but good.
But it's so those tools that you're talking about, Delia, are so important because there's turnover in our industry, unfortunately, on the therapist, on the provider side, and you can't always have reps show up to train every time you have a new therapist, new reservationist or receptionist or retail associates on board. So having those tools available, it's really useful. And it's a great benefit, I think.
Definitely. And it's advantageous for everyone's time. Once we kind of get used to, okay, this isn't necessarily going to be in person. We've kind of got to get out of our comfort zone, and we're going to do this, now on Zoom and not, in the spa. But once we get past that, I think that we've learned, and our spas have learned, okay, this is good. And like you said, we now have a library of things that can be used moving forward.
Okay, I have one final question for you, and we okay. Ask people this, and you may have already answered it a little bit, but if the past year led to a silver lining, if there is such a thing as that right now, in your eyes, what is that silver lining?
Oh gosh, great question. One example that I can think of is, when the pandemic started, we just said, we are going to do everything we can to adapt and survive and thrive. And so we work with a lot of different farms all throughout the United States who grow ingredients for our products. So, vegetables and fruits and non-GMO oils. And we met with those farmers and we said, listen, we are not slowing down. You don't have to worry that our business is going away. And we actually, increased that growth of the things that we're growing during this time. And we've been able to keep those family farms, those organic family farms, help them grow and thrive and keep them in business. So for us personally, that's been a great thing. I think that we have realized that this industry is resilient. We are resilient, and travel and normal spa, it will resume. It will. It's a matter of time. But now, we're going to be all the better. We have all these other tools in our back pocket that we can use in addition to going back to what it was like before. So I think just, showing us, and I know so many other people in the industry feel this way, we just have this incredible industry, and people have said, we are committed. We're going to make this work. We know, things look a little different right now, but it's going to be okay. And I think we all feel like that. And sometimes it's good to be forced out of doing things how you normally do them, and really kind of kick you in a different direction. We for sure have learned that. And we've learned the resilience of our team members too. People who are willing to just say, okay, that may not be in my job description, but I'll do it. And that really counts for a lot.
It really does. Delia, thank you so much for joining us today to share all that's happening.
Thank you. This was so much fun. I can't believe it's over. I feel like we could go on for hours, right?
You could. I just got the signal. You're at time.
Oh.
Thank you. You were such a great person to talk to. Thank you so much, Delia.
Thank you. Thank ISPA and all the wonderful partners.
Yes, and we of course want to thank FarmHouse Fresh for their continued support of Pulse and of ISPA. And Pulse is back in print this month, and you can have it on your Pulse app, right? On your iOS and your Android phones, and also always at experienceispa.com. So to everyone watching and to Delia, thank you for spending your time with us today. Stay well and have a wonderful day.